Welcome everybody here in Magdalene for the Open de France by Barnes. It's a club around in the south of Paris, around 80 kilometers, so a little bit outside where we were before in Chantilly. And we're playing here on very nice fields, extremely nice fields. They are like a carpet in a 5-star hotel and really nice. A club in Magdalene, they're very organized, and so we have some games here, and of course you transmit it at the right station at pololine.tv, because we are live here in Magdalene. You will see the last year winner, the champions, already try to defend the title. Is a team in red. It's a Kazakh polo team. It's a very powerful and very successful combination between the team captain is Sebastian Agutant, and he's playing at the one position. It's very well mounted and very much organized, so very good. At the number 2 position, well-known Thomas Ferrari. Thomas is a great player. Thomas played the La Repubblica in Argentina, very successful and well-known. At the number 3, played Abbiate de Palermo, is well-known all over the globus, all over the world. It's Nicolas Pieris, playing with 8 goals. And at the back position, it's a very precise and very perfect players. A player is Bertrand Laulé with 5 goals. So they changed position, I just saw. So the number 2 and number 4, you have to turn around, and then everything will be fine. But that's the only exception. It's a 16-goal team, like most of the other teams in this tournament of the Open de France. And l'équipe Le Magdalene, knowing every grass here because that's a home field. Alexandre Garès is not here; he cannot play today. He got replaced by wonderful Lucie Venot, and Lucie is playing at the 1 position with 0 goals. At the 2, it's Benicio Castagnola, and he's a great player, a young player. It's a future, one of the rising stars from Argentina with 0 goals. At the 3, very experienced, of course, and well-known, it's Facundo Fernandez Llorente with 8 goals. Fernandez Llorente is, of course, he won the Tortugas Open. He's one of the top players on this planet, and we will watch out for Facundo Fernandez Llorente. Gero is a nickname, Geronimo de Carril, and playing with 8 goals, completing the team, playing in the back position. And that's a team of Magdalene. So we do have same handicap, of course, and it's an open. Anyway, we will start with 0-0. The two umpire on the field already ready. It's Ben Turner and Peter Wright, and the third man is Gonzo Lopez Vargas. So we are ready. If you're ready, it's a wonderful atmosphere here. The temperature went a little bit down over the night, but it's dry. And it's around 18 degrees. Maybe we'll pick up a little bit, and the sun will come out a little bit later. That's what I said. But we will start like this under perfect condition of polo. Not too hot, not too cold, and only light breeze. So nice to having you here, and I hope you do enjoy the Open de France by Barnes in another place, not always in Chantilly. And we moved. It's drive around 2 hours just from Chantilly, going to the south, crossing Paris, and then we're here in Magdalene. A little bit on the countryside, but it's beautiful. It's a quiet place, a very nice place, and the polo fields are amazing. So the facilities are great. That's why we are here. So we ask the players for very good horses, and we asked Sebastian Agutant, and he said, okay, in the first chukker, don't tell anybody, so I don't say it loudly, but he's playing Priscilla, his favorite one, and so he will start with Priscilla. And in Nicolas Pieris, for example, in the first one was Extrema. Extrema is in the first chukker, his favorite one, so we will start strong. That's maybe the tactic, to start strong. And in the other hand, I found out also in Lucie Venot, she starts with Presida in the first chukker. That's her favorite one, so she is very sure in this, and she got confidence. So everybody got the favorite horse just to start with, or maybe Like Facundo Llorente is taking the best one, the Colorado, una Colorada. It's called Loli in the second chukker. So everybody wants to do like he wants, like he's confident. And so it's also some interesting facts about the horses. Which one do you prefer? Your best one in the beginning, or maybe then in the second, or maybe like Sebastian Aguitant in the first, and then in the third he's also well mounted with Sudamericana. We will keep you informed. So we are ready, right on time, and Kazakh is on the left, playing in the red team shirts, and La Magdalene in the burgundy color, a little bit darker, and Gero de Carril is on the ball, and Facundo Fernandez Llorente take over. Nicely taken, got a little bump by Nicolas Pieris, so that's why he's still on the boards and still fighting. And if two are fighting, one is coming from the other side and interrupt like this, umpire will blow the whistle, of course, as you know. So nothing serious, but will be a free hit from the spot taken by Kazakh. They're defending their title. It's a very strong team. They're still very strong. 2023, they won it. Thomas Ferrari. Thomas. Very talented player, very clever, just waiting for the right moment just to give the pass ahead and try to find Nicolas Pieris, but Facundo is already there. Facundo Fernandez Llorente doesn't make a back shot. He's turning around from boards to boards and giving a short back shot, quite intelligent, to Gero de Carril, and what a clever team play. And Carril is there. He's driving over the field, is running, he's flying, he got a fast horse. The last one, maybe Caro is dribbling the ball. He's opened it up a little bit, but in between was defend player by Kazakh. Perfectly taken. Nicolas Pierre, no, is behind, waiting for picking up the pieces maybe. And what a nice run. Taking around the corner, leading into the corner like on the MotoGP, but coming closer to the goal now. It's the Magdalene is close. It's a close situation. Geronimo de Carril. He made the first goal. Wonderful running, flying, and coming close to the goal. And the final one was on the near side, but it wasn't in, just on the side. Excuse me, we are more than 200 yards away, but flagman and umpire said there's no goal, of course. While the sun is coming out, it's taken a hit in by Thomas Ferrari, playing the back position. A lot of confidence by Nicolas Pieris. Nicolas here on the far side, controlling it nicely and open it up. The long drive got deflected by our own player. So everybody's turning around. Gero de Carril just scored, and there is in defense. Tried to save it up for Facundo Fernandez Llorente. Trying to control it again. Lifting up the head, wants to see and get informed where is some action or some free zone, and the direction of the goal is free. It's perfectly done by Gero de Carril. Gero, another one. He's playing in the back position, and he scored already this goal. It was close for the first one, but now we are sure about that. That's the first goal of the day. And Gero de Carril, 8 goals, scored the first one. Players are used when they're close to the pony line and they score a goal there, they change quickly and then they come back. But the rule doesn't wait. As you all know, after 25 seconds, umpire will throw in the ball no matter who you are. And they're counting down. Maybe you can hear a little bit of it. And perfectly taken by Gero again. Gero de Carril. Gero got asked to send it ahead. Another one because his team is ready. Just an attack. Tail shot not very long. Taken over by Gero. Gero again. Pressing player in the first minute. Geronimo de Carril. Gero is close to the goal. Another one and perfect one into the goal. Second goal by the defense player. Gero really had a good breakfast, so he waked up and playing perfectly. We're more or less at the halftime of the first chukker. Players are coming back. What a start to keep the Magdalene. They're really keen against the champion. the still champion Kazakh. So they try to defend their title this year again. It would be something 2 years in a row, but 16 teams and very high level. We saw yesterday the other groups, Group D, for example, and Bertrand Laule. He's away, he's on his own, he's home alone, he can do whatever he wants, and he's just dribbling the ball, leaning over, and went to the goal. Perfect play by Bertrand Laule, and he scored a nice goal. Kazakh is still there, don't worry. They scored the first goal. Perfectly taken, but quite alone, home alone. I was wondering why Bertrand Laule got enough space playing at the 2 position at this time. And he's coming back quickly. Tremendous effort. And Geronimo is quite in the first man, just to enter and to play. Facundo Fernandez Llorente, perfectly by Facundo. Another one taken over by Gero. What a nice team play between Gero and Fernandez Llorente. Ball died a little bit just behind the horse, and Facundo Fernandez Llorente still there. Open it up, giving a new right of way. Oh, there was a close contact, and maybe also an impact. Umpires blow the whistle immediately, just ahead of the goal of Kazakh. As you see in the replay, just now. It happened, the infringement, and maybe it looks like it will be penalty 2. Very close to the goal. Yeah, it's not. They decided from the spot close to the goal, and will be an easy one, more or less easy one. You'll never know in the end, of course. And taken by Gero de Carril. Gero makes a nice little chip shot, and the ball is in, of course, into the goal, and brings the team into a lead with a difference of 2 goals. It's 3 goals against 1. What a great start by Magdalene, scoring 3 goals and coming very strong against Kazakh. It's working very well, the balance, and we're impressed by Geronimo de Carril. Well done, Facundo Fernandez Llorente has taken over. Well done against Thomas Ferrari. Now, Bertrand Laule. Nicolas Pires, of course, Nicolas. So elegant, look at this high speed and lifting up the ball all over the heads of the opponent players, just giving a perfect, precise pass by Sebastian Agueton, and is taking a nice shot into the direction of the goal, is in the danger zone, and finally, what a nice goal by Thomas Ferrari. He was at the right point and picking up the pieces and scored a fantastic goal, Thomas. Well done. In the red shirt, like a red Ferrari, entering the situation perfectly. And Kazakh is still there, don't worry. The second goal, it's 2 against 3. We will hear the first bell soon. But we are still in the first chukker, taken over by Nicolas Pires, opening up a little bit. And Bertrand Laule had to come back. And Facundo Fernandez Llorente. Facundo controlling very nicely, playing against Nicolas. Nicolas, there's a tough ride-off, taking over a back shot. Even it's a short one, but it interrupts all the action by Facundo. Facundo is picking up and bringing up against the first bell. We heard the first bell. But Facundo's still there, dribbling, coming through, close to the goal. And the try wasn't in, but what a nice try by Facundo Fernandez Llorente. So we will join the first chukker with a lead of La Magdalene by 1 goal. It's 3 against 2. And just so you have some impressions now in the chukker, and the rest just for you. It's resume the highlights from yesterday. There were tremendous highlights yesterday, and we transmitted live the matches. So just enjoy what happened yesterday in a short time. Thank you very much. Yes, you're back here at La Magdeleine and on the countryside in France, 80 kilometers a little bit south of Paris. And we're playing here the Open de France, not only in Chantilly. We do have 3 locations to play this tournament with 16 teams all in all. And limit is 16 goals. Most of them, they do have 16 goals. One team with 15 goals, but they're still participating at the same level. We are in the Magdeleine, and they're leading in their own field against Kazakh. Kazakh is their defending team of the title. They won it last year, the Open de France, and the score is 3 goals, 2-2. Everything is still open, of course, and ball is thrown in. Nicely open up to Nicolas Pires. Nicolas is flying over the field and giving the ball back. A lot of confidence to Bertrand Laule. Laule got enough time just to control it and now send it up perfectly to Thomas Ferrari. Thomas had to wait a little bit because bad shot by Benicio Castagnola. And Magdeleine turned already and wanted to enter to strike, but unfortunately there was a little, as you see in the replay, interruption. Umpire, of course, immediately blow the whistle and will give, we guess, a penalty 4. Yeah, penalty 4 is decided to Magdeleine, and umpire, they explain the new rules is according to the rules only the team captain is about or in the position just to ask friendly, of course. All the other players, they are not in the position to talk to the umpire, so it's very quiet, and of course the players, they concentrate, there is respect, and I have to say it's a very high level of understanding, of respect, and of course of fair play. That's exactly what it is. So it's a penalty 3. It was in the other half, but last man rule anyway. The ball is taken on penalty 3. Jero de Carril is the man for penalty 3. A nice one, lofted all over the mountains, coming out in the Mediterranean Sea. And wow, what a nice shot. Jero did the perfect free hit and so important and get his team into elite. It's 4-2 now. The Magdeleine, very strong. 3rd goal by this fine gentleman, Jero de Carril, 8 goals. Players are back, ready back. And ball is thrown in immediately. Nicolas again, and moving over to Bertrand Laule. A back shot. Perfectly taken. Nicolas Pires was here, but couldn't get hold of it. Facundo Fernandez Llorente turning it around 180 degrees and coming straight into the other half. Missing this one, the last one, and Bertrand Laule. Laule is there just to collect it up. Nicolas Pires. Nice one. Just waiting for the right moment just to send it up. No, he's alone. Why not? Dribbling another one. Bring it a little bit to the boards. Still there, winning meter by meter. And the last shot under the neck. Leaning out a lot, but it made a contact. So Nicolas was not happy about this. In the replay, you can see exactly what happened. The ball went over a little bit to left, and Nicolas tried to make the under the neck and moved over with the stick on the other side. So that's why we do have a free hit from the spot. Nothing serious. But La Magdeleine, another opportunity now. And watch out for Jero de Carril. Everybody got a lot of respect on the long way, a lot of distance, and what a nice hammering shot. But it's going wide. No problem, but unbelievable this distance. The player, the good player, the excellent player, they do have. And ball's traveling a lot of distance. They're very precisely normally with their shots. They have to count how the wind is and everything. But they're very good. Thomas Ferrari with a hit in. Just taken. Thomas is coming into the field. Saved it up by Nicolas Pires. Nico Nicolas, nicely taken. Yeah, a little bit open one. Tried to find again Thomas Ferrari, but Facundo Fernandez Llorente in between, and Gero. Gero is again there, looking where the goal is, but there's a lot of traffic ahead of him. Less traffic than around Paris this morning, but a lot of traffic, and what a nice try by Facundo Fernandez Llorente again, but the ball went wide. He's playing the second chukker. His favorite one is Una Colorada Series, and a lolly in the second chukker, the favorite one by Facundo Fernandez Llorente, and Tutora by Thomas Ferrari in the second chukker. Yes, it's a great mare playing this one. So you have to know a little bit about the horses and the tactics. So with the next chukker, then Tutora, this is a spare one. That means in the second half of the second chukker, I just heard, I got many information here. We got many cameras around, and many people who find and try to find information. Nicolas Pires, open it up, perfect to Bertrand Laulé. Laulé is here, just waiting, reducing the speed, but opening it up for the Magdalene, but taking over nicely in the right moment without crossing the line. The Magdalene is quite careful not to foul, but then in the end we heard a whistle, and players are running out now just to change horses and come back too quickly in between 1 minute. It's a free change. Please remember, they had to do it in 1 minute. It's not allowed to drink, to talk, whatever. You have to be back anyway in 1 minute, because we're more or less in the half of the chukker. And the Magdalene is quite good with the fouls, I would say. Less fouls at the moment to Magdalene, and they're very organized. And now Thomas Ferrari is changing his mare, moving over to his favorite one, and now to Tutora, you will see, with Thomas Ferrari. It's always important to know which horses the players are playing. The favorite one, Gero de Carril. Taking the 5B, Facundo Fernandez Llorente is taking over nicely, taking it into the corner, under the neck, coming closer. It's a difficult angle, but the ball is on his way, close to the goal, but just wide. What a great opportunity again by Facundo Fernandez Llorente, and how they do play together. They could be brothers with Gero and Facundo, because they really understand each other very well. Nicolas Pires, Nico's coming out of the ground line of his own goal and lifting it up. A nice one in another postal code by Bertrand Laulé. Laulé is taking over. What a great run. Benicio Castagnola is on the inside. Got a shot away. Back shot. But still there and picking out the piece of Nicolas. What a clever play. From the position, of course, by Nicolas. And the second man was entering, and umpire then called it. You fouled the second man who's coming behind. Got the same right away. You focus on the one who is ahead. You focus on the ball. You focus on the action. But there's following somebody behind from the other team. And if you turn immediately and then you cross the other one, the second man, umpire will blow the whistle, exactly like it happened now. Penalty 3, taken by Nicolas Pires. Nicolas, preferred to use the gallop, the strength of the speed of the gallop. Nicolas, concentration. Penalty 2, correction, but high lofted into the air. Perfectly taken, and it's so important, this one, to Kazakh to come closer. The third goal now to Kazakh. And it's close. It's 3 goals against 4. How clever Nicolas is following all the balls, and the position is excellent, where he is waiting for the chance to enter. Only with a lot of experience he will enter in the situation. He's quite sure. What a clever play. And great hook there, but Benicio Castagnola, Benicio, lead it there. Coming in couple, but that was okay. Facundo Fernandez Llorente was enough distance. Facundo lifted up to Benicio, right there. Benicio is perfect there and lifted up the stake with a half of swing and into the goal, and bring a seam in the old difference of 2 goals back. La Magdalene is back with 2 goals in the lead. Great combination. And Benicio coming from nowhere, just ahead of the goal and waiting to receive the pass, and exactly this pass happened. Benicio Castagnola. Very good. Oh. Players had to keep a gap. It's around close to 1 meter, so they have to be on their side, and then the umpire will throw in the ball. Facundo Fernandez Llorente going around all the other players, bringing it a little bit to the circle, speeding up and leaving Facundo Pierres behind. Nicolas Pierres behind. And it's still there, still in the danger zone. Watch out, the first one was entering was Thomas Ferrari. And then we heard a whistle, Thomas coming immediately into the action. But at the same time, we heard a whistle, so watch out. Nicolas Pierres tried to move up with Facundo Fernandez Llorente, but got very fast horses, Facundo, and open up the speed. So will be a penalty 2 in favor of La Magdalene. Maybe at the difference at the moment are also the free hits, the fouls, and less fouls at the moment to La Magdalene. So a penalty 2 taken by Chiero, and the ball is into the goal perfectly, and now we do have the distance of 3 goals the first time in this match. It's 6 goals against 3 against Kazakh, can you believe? But we're only in the second chukker out of 5, so don't worry. That's Polo. Everything could be possible. Can be possible in this case, of course. Players are back, changing hands. Ball is thrown in, and Nicolas waiting for his team to enter the other half. Perfectly taken to Thomas Ferrari. Thomas is there. Tried to find the right spot to put it under the neck into the direction of the goals, crossing the 60-yard line. Ball is still there. Great defense by Gero. And wow, in the moment when Nicolas Pierres entered, coming in player by Le Magdalene from the other side, and there was a contact made. Nicolas Pierres was not happy about that one, as you see in the replay. Umpire had a little discussion about that. But finally they are clear. If they are not clear, Gonzalo Lopez Vargas, the third man, is sitting here up in the hill. It's very nice from the landscape here. Is a little bit up where we do sit. So ground is a little bit laying us a little bit down ahead of us. And we do have another free hit, penalty 3 in this case. And now in favor of Kazakh. In all levels, it's so important to score the penalties. Of course, you can't be so wrong if you score all the penalties. For this one, you have to concentrate. Of course, every player on the field, they can do it easily, but you have to be cool. And therefore, Nicolas Pierres said, let me do it. It's quite important now to score the next one and to be there for Kazakh. Penalty 3. Nicolas, another one, high lifted. Perfect one by Nicolas into the goal. And it's chukker, exactly with the chukker time. So we will conclude the second chukker with a score 7-5, leading. Then the lead is La Magdalene. So and in this period now we will see a fantastic goal by Tito Ruiz Guinasu. So just enjoy. We're back in a short time for the third chukker. Don't worry, with pololine.tv. Stay tuned. We do have a run, we have a fly, we have an over speed, and it looks quite good. Tito Ruiz Guinasu, so the ball is into the goal, the first one. It's 1 goal to Animales Polo team. Here we are, back on the track. Let's go Polo and let's go Open de France, powered by Barnes, one of the main partner in this tournament. And in the 24th edition of this tournament, the champions from the last year, Kazakh, they're playing here, team shirts, in the red team shirts, and they're leading back by 2 goals. They disallowed a goal, I guess. No? So it was a correction officially by the umpire. The correction, what happened, that's what I wanted to tell you. So the official score now is 6 goals to Le Magdalene and 4 to Kazakh. That's confirmed right now. So excuse a little confusion, but it had to be checked, and then umpire said it will be like this, officials, and that's important. So we are back on the 3rd chukker, and it's a little taken out by Facundo Fernandez Llorente. What a nice control. And trying against Thomas Ferrari. Was not happy about that one. Umpire was following the line of the ball, and we heard a whistle immediately close to the action. Maybe see in the replay what happened. So free hit to Kazakh in this case. And we heard play Nicolas Pieris with a free hit from the spot in their own half of Kazakh. Oh, what an interception. Perfectly taken by Facundo Fernandez Llorente, taken over. Nicolas Pieris has to come back and put all of the strength he got there to keep the ball there. He got some help by Bertrand Laulé. Laulé is turning over, and Nicolas is back. Nicolas Pieris now. That was a close action. Nicolas Pieris lifted up high in the air, bringing it close to the center. And fake shot there, perfectly taken by Facundo Fernandez Llorente, turning it around, giving immediately a high lofted pass to Gero. Gero is flying over the field, he's alone there, and Ferrari is in the back, but he can't do anything. Gero with the next goal into the goal, perfectly taken by Le Magdalene. But what a combination, unbelievable combination between Facundo Fernandez Llorente and Gero. The Carril and perfect play, team play together between these magnificent 2 players with 8 goals. Fantastic. Putting a lot of pressure, and now you do see the result, which was marked before in the scoreboard. It's 7-4 now, official and proved. Waterproofed. So here we are again. Le Magdalene is very strong today. Gero again. Gero is turning around. Had to watch out, but got some great help by his teammate, by Benicio Castagnola. Giving the ball back, Facundo Fernandez Llorente tried to control it. Back shot, what a clever play. And Gero is there. Gero. Open it up, try to find the center. And now bring it back over the 60, right in the air. Back shot, perfectly taken. But not enough for Kazakh to enter. Taken over again by Gero. Everywhere. And just a nice shot into the direction of the goal. Just missed for a few centimeters. How dangerous is Gero to the other team? Nightmare if you play against Gero de Carril, but excellent if you play together with Gero. Great fun, of course, it's guaranteed. Nicolas Pires got a lot of work in defense just to get it out of their own half. Kazakh is under pressure. Bertrand Laule. Taken over again, can you believe, by Le Magdalene. Another one, unbelievable. Facundo Fernandez Llorente, he's off, he's close to the goal. 5 meters, 4 meters, 1 meter over the line. What a great goal by Facundo Fernandez Llorente, playing very offensive because he got a lot of backup by Gero. And this combination is great. It's another goal, and now it's 8-4. More or less at the half time of the third chukker, so players changed quickly and coming back. But somebody's still not back. Game will continue. That means Kazakh is playing only with 3 at the moment. And Gero Gekari sent it up for another one for Facundo. These two, like two brothers from another mother, but perfect, just perfect, impressing. On the near side, taken over perfectly by Nicolas Pires, open up and changing the direction completely, but Gero is there. Gero is turning and speeding it up. Tried to enter in the direction of the goal of Nicolas Pires. Watch out, of course, and to stop this action. Another one, stopped again by Nicolas Pires. He was at the right spot just to defend this one. What a great power of Le Magdalene. It was a horse's leg, I guess, the hoof. So hit in by Nicolas Pires. Whoa, somebody came close into the line of Nicolas. Nicolas was not happy about that. He said, let's go, everybody. Let's go to the other half. Let's go. But the two umpires will have the final decision, of course. And they're talking all the time, and they're wireless connected. So they're talking all the time as well with the third man, Ben Turner and Peter Wright, the two mounted umpires, and together with Gonzo Lopez Vargas, was sitting here outside and just controlling everything. Yeah, and Le Magdalene said there were a lot of players ahead, and it was far away and whatever, and now the sun is coming out, and some other reason maybe, but a big but, it will be a penalty for, decided by the umpires, of course. Nicolas Pires, I guess he will take this one. And it's quite important to Kazakh now to score a penalty goal, to come closer. They don't want to lose the connection between the goals and want to come closer again, of course. A little bit more wind than before, so of course Nicolas Pires has to calculate a little bit the wind. And the ground, as you see, is a little bit 1 degree down and whatever. And the top players, they know exactly everything. All calculation is done. For Nicolas Pires, it's coming a long way, but straight into the line of the ball and straight on the line up into the goal. It looks perfect, and it's into the goal. What a nice shot by Nicolas Pires. And Kazakh is still there with a 5th goal now, 5 against 8. But you see always how important our penalties are. So just to avoid some fouls, because most of the penalties, they will end into your own goal. Nicolas coming from nowhere. Nicolas Pires. Nicolas off. Nicolas another one, dribbling with half swing. Perfectly. Want to be sure that this one will be in, and it is in. What a great steal from the middle, and then Nicolas Pires was alone with a half swing, and the final one under the neck. Perfection at its best. Nicolas Pires, second name. Well done. And Kazakh is coming closer. It's 6 goals to 8. Throw in is done. And Kazakh is stronger in this chukker. Nicolas again. Nicolas Pierre is not in this one, but he's following up for the second one. Jero Nicolas lean off the horse. He was 3 meters away off the horse, but came back perfectly. Facundo Fernandez Llorente still on the ball, still close to the goal. It's around the 30-yard line, and then not a clear shot, but the back shot. It's still in ahead of the goal, and just close to the line of the goal, just to say by Bertrand Laure. Take it off the line, stealing the ball, and then Sebastian Aguitant helping out in the air. Nicolas Pierres. Nicolas. Oh, what an enter. And then Facundo Fernandez Llorente turned completely 180 degrees, starting up and giving immediately the pass to Giro. But Thomas Ferrari is in the back. Thomas. This is very important to get this one. Deflected shot, so it stays there where the problems come from. Ferrari is going out of the way because everybody is coming into the direction of the ball, and we heard a whistle. Time has stopped close to the end of the third chukker. Well, the sun is coming out. It's a great, perfect circumstances here for this game between Kazakh and Le Magdalene. And umpire decides to have the chukker. Of course, why not? Not a problem. So people will tread in, but you can lay back and just enjoy. We're on the third chukker, so you can enjoy the team La Fée with team captain Luis Devalier. And yesterday they won the Abierto de San Jorge and with Reta Castagnola, and they are the winners. So get some very nice impression from yesterday from Argentina by the Equipe and the champions from San Jorge, and the team captain Luis Devalier wants to say something. So just enjoy.
It's impossible to describe what it feels. I mean, it's I've been here before watching, these guys play on Field 1 and Field 2. To play here in one of the most beautiful countries in the world, and I got to play with the 3 best players in the world, and to play with Mia and Sarah, did such a good job putting such a good team. Hit that last second, and Blas that decided that they would play with Robbie and I, to be able to win with Robbie in Palermo. It's a dream come true. It's the best polo day of my life for sure. I mean, he's the one that makes everything work, right? So he gives me his horses so that I can play with the horses. He organizes the teams. He organizes the travel, and started out as just a work relationship, and we became best friends. He's the godfather to my daughter. He's part of the family. So I'm so happy that to be able to win this with him here and to play against the best player that's ever lived on this field. I still don't believe that it's happened. So plans is my wife will fly here in a couple of weeks, and then I'll just fly back and forth every week. So still have to work over there, and then we're going to play the Metro. We have the semifinal República, which got pushed over to December. So we're going to be here the rest of the year and as well through May. So we're going to be here for a while.
savez pourquoi j'aime vivre ici? Parce que j'aime ses habitants. J'aime les soutenir avec mon livret. Et j'aime donner 1 euro chaque mois à un projet et voir ma banque en donner autant. J'aime voir s'élever les nouvelles entreprises près de chez moi. J'aime voir arriver à maturité les initiatives locales qui nous régalent. J'aime voir que l'on prend soin des êtres qui nous sont chers. Des solutions concrètes et solidaires existent pour soutenir ceux qui se mobilisent près de chez moi. J'aime mon territoire.
Each day, we at La Cornue set upon a journey to create a masterpiece. An icon of French cuisine and culture since 1908. A time-honored culinary tradition, treasured for generations the world over.
We are back here, and as you see, some clouds, but the sun is coming out, and absolute perfect condition we do have here in La Magdeleine, 80 kilometers south of France, of Paris, of course. We are in France, but south of Paris, so it's a different place in Chantilly. And then we had these tournaments in the last year, mainly in the last weeks. So, but now we are here in La Magdeleine. And one team is in the lead. It's the home team, the host team. It's La Magdeleine, and they're leading by 2 goals, 8-6. magnificent and outstanding, the two players, Jero de Garil and Facundo Fernandez Llorente, doing a great effort, getting great help by Benicio Castagnola, who scored already, and of course the beautiful and very talented Lucy Veno. On the other hand, the team in red, they are fighting, and we will see the restart close on the far side from the spot by Nicolas Pieres, by Kazakh. They are the champions, they are defending their title. Pieres sent it up perfectly to Thomas Ferrari. Tried to enter, just is a little bit behind Jero. Jero lost the ball, perfectly taken over by Bertrand Laule. Laule on the near side, taken over for a short time, and Nicolas Pieres. Nicolas opened it up to build up a new line, but can get hold of it, another one. Lifted up, nicely taken around, just to avoid the contact of anybody in the Burgundy team shirt, but Nicolas tried to find the way and the direction and the gap through the goal of Magdalene. Now, under the neck, lifting it up perfectly, changed a little bit, maybe too much on the left, and taken over by Lucy Veno. But the umpires were using the whistle, and looks like we will have a penalty too in favor of Kazakh. Lucy was on the ball, if you see in the replay. And then we heard the whistle, and the big, great opportunity now to Nicolas Pieres to come very close for the next goal. He checked the stake a little bit, the bamboo, if it's really straight. Relaxing, trying the offset forehander again, and doing it in walking this time. Want to be sure. Very precisely, and into the goal. And Nicolas Pieres made a very important goal to Kazakh, and it's only one goal of difference now. It's 8-7, 7-8. Very important goal to Kazakh to stay into the contact in this chukker number 4. Teams are back, and ball is thrown in immediately by one of the two mounted umpires, by Peter Wright. And immediately we heard another whistle. Will be free hit taken by Kazakh from the spot. They're still in their own half. And another opportunity by Nicolas Pieres. Nico. And playing in this chukker, Reebok. Reebok is a favorite horse by Nicolas. Reebok in the first chukker. Look at this horse. Brilliant galloping, and Laule. Laule taking over. What a nice drive. It's traveling. It's only 10 meters, 8 meters, 2 meter, 1 meter, crossing the line. What a great goal. And very important goal to Bertrand Laule. Bringing the equalizer. It's 8 all now. Perfectly taken. But great assist by Nicolas. So important. And so Bertrand Laule got all the time of his life just to concentrate and make a perfect shot into the goal against La Magdalene. It's 8-all. What a comeback by Kazakh. They're setting it up, and of course, don't forget, the horses are so important, and Nicolas Pieres with Reebok gave a perfect pass. Jero there, right in the center line, taken over by Facundo. Facundo sended it back to Jero again. Jero just leading back behind the horse, just collecting the ball. It's still there, and Benicio, well done. Benicio Castagnola. Ball is still in the danger zone. Knocked out perfectly with a back shot immediately by Kazakh. And Nicolas Pieres. Nicolas, but Facundo Fernandez Llorente is still there, working a lot. Making a lot of trouble, and Facundo Fernandez Llorente, another one, close to the goal, open back shot, no, perfectly defended by Thomas Ferrari, was there at the right moment, send it out of the danger zone, of the goal by Kazakh. Just control it, taken over again by Facundo Fernandez Llorente, Facundo again, just waiting for the right moment. There was a hard contact and taken over by Jero, and not waiting for something. Not for tea time, just sended it up, but missed the goal a little bit on the left side immediately. It's 8-all. It's an open game now. more or less at the halftime at the chukker, and some players are close to their pony line. They change already there. And Nicolas Pieris bring the ball in to the left from his side. Another one by Nicolas. Nicolas controlled very nicely, lifting up the ball in the air and sending up a very nice pass to Thomas Ferrari. Thomas is here alone in the other half. Thomas Ferrari, just a concentration, flying over the field. Perfectly taken so far. The last concentration, half swing, then bringing it in. It's so important one. And Kazakh is there. It's the first one into the lead with 9-8. What a nice combination between Nicolas Pieris and Thomas Ferrari. Perfect polo. Wow. Excuse me for the noises, but it's really top-class polo, and I hope you do enjoy at the Open de France by Barnes. What a high standard and quality. So everybody changed already. That's why players hustling to come back, because umpires will throw in the ball immediately just now. Taken over by Bertrand Laulé. Laulé, another one by Laulé. Ball up at Nicolas Pieris. He knows where the ball stays, and give another pass to Thomas Ferrari. Thomas is there again. Now they watch out for Thomas. And, of course, Benicio Castagnola. Benicio taking nicely the ball around, saving it up a little bit, and still Facundo Fernandez Llorente taken over by Nicolas Pierre. Nicolas, no, it's correction. Bertrand Laulé want to go close to the line, but already was Facundo there, giving up and showing up a nice back shot. Thomas Ferrari is looking for another opportunity now. Thomas Ferrari is into the other half, just waiting a pass, but a little bit busy in the back with Facundo Fernandez Llorente, turning again by Gero. Gero is going up and fighting now on the boards just to collect this ball. Perfectly taken, and just save it up by Facundo Fernandez Llorente. Facundo on the far side, close to the boards, and everything he got is Nicolas Pieris, but taken over by Facundo, and the ball is into the goal, believe it or not. It's 9-all. What a great goal at the right moment. Facundo Fernandez Llorente showed up just ahead of the goal and give the last 2 touches to score this important goal in the fourth chukker and the penultimo chukker of this wonderful match between Kazakh and Le Magdalene. 18 goals so far. We're not into the end of the fourth chukker, and then we will have another one. Wow. Maybe that will end in an overtime again, like we had 4 times so far in this tournament. Open back shot, 90 degrees. Open it up perfectly. Benicio Castagnola, but he's leaving the ball to his teammate. This is Lucy Venot. Lucy with the white helmet. Lucy entering perfectly, but the ball stays there. Taken over by Bertrand Laulé. Bertrand taking it out from the danger zone of their own goal, and Nicolas Pierre is coming from nowhere, sending it up to Thomas Ferrari. Thomas Ferrari couldn't get hold of it, and the ball stays there. It's a loose ball. Nicolas without clearance the ball perfectly. Nicolas is back. Bertrand Laulé. Nicolas Pierre and Laulé has to watch out now, but Nicolas taking over. Nicolas Pieris taken nicely. He wanted to build up a little bit in the free zone, this action, and leaving up to Bertrand Laulé. Controlling very nicely as we heard the first bell. And Laulé is breaking through. Ball stays there for Ferrari, but Laulé is still on the ball, waiting for this man. And then in the end, we heard a whistle. It was a misunderstanding in the Kazakh team, and one took it on the left, the other one was straight, and then second one came in and whatever. Wow, so we will enjoy a little rest, about 3 minutes, but when the teams will change horses, and we're back soon. Don't worry, stay tuned and transmit it with pololine.tv. Thank you. Yes, we are here. We are in Le Magdalene, and a tremendous match with a lot of goals. And it's 9-all, believe it or not. Last year's champion Kazakh Polo team, they make it come through. And great comeback by the team in the red team shirts, like Kazakh. And La Magdalene, they are defending, and they had to do something now. But the last goals were brilliant by Thomas Ferrari, and the work and the position of Nicolas Pires is legendary. So watch out for the last chukker, and maybe it won't be the last. As you know, we need a decision in all the games in the Open de France by Barnes, so maybe we will have an overtime. So just enjoy. Yeah, Nicolas Pires explained the umpire where it happened and went to boards. Finally, the action, but there was a little angle. Umpire told the players, and they're explaining perfectly what they saw. There was maybe a little angle into the direction of the other half, and that's why it looks like it will be a 5B. It's so important that every inch of the field counts, of course, every centimeter, and the players are so at the top level, and it's close. The organization are fantastic, and we saw 1 hour before the matches, the players are prepared with their coaches, and it's like a football team, and they're stretching and they're running, and they have many games yet to warm up and whatever. So Giro now. 5B, we're starting the chukker number 5 with Giro de Carril. Lofted one, but not very far away. So Nicolas Pires can stop the action, turn it around, and give a pass to the number 2, to Bertrand Laulé. Nicolas is still there, but this was a little bit risky. Giro was already on the ball. Went balls to ball, and Giro is flying over the field, try to get the fantastic shots under the neck, high in the air, believe it or not, fully risked, but was so precise and so sure to score the goal number 10 in favor of Le Magdalene. Great goal, and I thought he was dribbling, he was slowing down. No, he was so sure, so precisely, as you see in the replay. A great goal by Giro de Carril. And he scored already his goal number 6. Giro, can you believe? 7 goals now in this game by Giro de Carril. Okay, that's something. And perfectly taken by Facundo Fernandez Llorente, a little bit on the boards now and under pressure. And whatever, and it's in the corner from the boards, taken off, and Thomas Ferrari is going away to avoid any penalty. Giro is still there, open it up, into the direction of the goal. So watch out, Giro. Maybe try to find goal number 8 in this game for him. Sebastian Argonaut. Perfectly taken by Sebastian, the CEO of the equipe of Kazakh, very successful guy, and taken over by Facundo Fernandez Llorente. Yeah, just putting the ball in the right position and giving a long pass exactly to Benicio Castagnola. Couldn't get hold of it. The second attempt. Now he's taking it around. Just want to be sure to control it. Perfectly building up a new line and just waiting for Facundo. Facundo's taken over perfectly. What a nice team play by Le Magdalene. Le Magdalene on the ball with Giro. Following up, picking up the pieces, waiting for a little gap just to give the ball back to Facundo. And Nicolas Piero's coming there, and Facundo into the goal. Benicio Castagnola in the end scored a very important goal to Le Magdalene. And Magdalene is on temperature. They're on fire. It's 11 goals to 9 now. Fantastic. 7 goals. Giro, he's got 7 goals in this game so far. Playing everywhere. So successful. Maybe so far player of the day, but there's so many good and fantastic players. Thomas Ferrari. Thomas under the neck and tried to bring it up. Back shot. Turned completely the direction of the game by Giro. Giro is there on the far side now. It's a 1-against-1 situation, but the ball is a little bit jumpy-bumpy and close to the boards. And Benicio Castagnola there again. Benicio is still there. And we heard a whistle, so that's why the players use the time in between, in the middle of the 5th chukker, just to change in between 1 minute, and they will be back soon. Umpires decide penalty 3. Ball is already placed by the umpires, and that's a great opportunity to Le Magdalene now to go further away with the next one. And Giro is there and ready for the next one. Giro de Carril, outstanding player, maybe man of the match so far. Fantastic. Not only about the goals, of course, but he's bringing a lot of trouble into the other half, and is also very good for the penalties. So Giro de Carril is coming close to the ball and running, but far this time. Is not into the goal, not high, and ball was down and on the left side, not into the goal. Nicolas Pieris, for him it's okay. Nicolas, open it up to the right immediately, and Bertrand Laure is entering the situation, got a lot of time, and just to save it up, looking on the left side where Nicolas Pieris is located. Nicolas is following the action, and Bertrand Laure is just controlling it. Ferrari tried to enter immediately, but great interception taken by Le Magdalene. Well done, Le Magdalene. It's a counter by Facundo. Quite alone, and Giro is just ahead of the goal, waiting for the pass. It's not a pass. It's directly tried to score another goal, and just went wide on the right side. Wow, what a run! And they tried to close the game with another goal, but so far all the opportunities by Kazakh Nicolas Pieris. Right into the middle, back shot by Giro, short one, but exactly on the stick of Facundo Fernandez Llorente. And Nicolas Pieris entered already. That's what he liked to show and explain to the umpires. And said, I would have gone crossing the center line, I would have gone close to the other goal, I would have gone maybe even more, but the final decision, of course, the 2 umpires, like in any sport, it's taken by the 2 mounted umpires, by Ben Turner and Peter Wright. And finally will be a penalty 4. Nicolas Pieris there will do this, but he prefers to change quickly, and therefore Bertrand Laure is placing the right position for this penalty 4 with the little white polo ball. Bueno, Nicolas Pieris is back and ready to take this one. So important one to score this one maybe. And Nicolas is walking, 60-yard walking, but high and tremendous and perfectly taken. What a shot. You can't do better. It's impossible. It's a perfect goal. It's goal number 10. And Kazakh is close again. It's 11 to 10, 10 to 11. Everything is possible. As you see on the clock, it's 2 minutes remaining. And don't forget, normally after the first bell it will be over. But if we do a tied game, we will continue 30 seconds. And then maybe an extra chuck was golden goal. Bertrand Laulé is fighting for the ball and for the position, but perfectly taken by Giro again in defense. Cold as ice, a lot of nerves there, just controlling, close ahead of his own goal, going from one side to another. That brings also a little time, and the time at the moment is on the side of Le Magdalene. What a cool guy, bringing it out again, now on the near side, but taken over by Nicolas Pires. Nicolas is turning it around. What a quickly play by Nicolas. Nicolas now lifted up. There is no room to hit the ball, no space. And he's just waiting that the ball will be free. Wasn't. So we heard the whistle. And Nicolas had horses everywhere. So on the left side even he's changing quickly and come back for a big, big opportunity now for Kazakh. And a free hit, penalty 2. Taken by Nicolas Pires. It could be the equalizer. Nicolas Pires, what a great player, of course, everybody knows, but what a comeback by Kazakh. Maybe you imagine why they are a champion from the Open de France from last year. Nicolas Pires walking very slowly, concentration, lifting up the sticks. It looks very good and easy. And, of course, it's 11 to 11 now. 22 goals. Great shots, great penalties, and high class. Nicolas Pires, the ball is in. Wow, 1 minute to go. And I guess maybe we will go into an overtime. All the 16 teams taking part in this tournament of the Open de France by Barnes at the same level, so very close results always. But now Le Magdalene and Giro. No, Facundo. Facundo is here on the left. And Laulé was not happy with that because Facundo was taking over on the left side, on the near side. And crossing his own line, maybe. That's why the umpire blow the whistle and will give a free hit from the spot to Kazakh. Kazakh Polo team and Nicolas Pires from the spot. We heard play already. So Nicolas just get informed where his players are, his team are. Well, this is a little bit short one. And Facundo Fernandes say thank you, taking over. Gracias, amigo. Playing the ball to the boards. Try to get everybody away from their own goal by Kazakh and having little space there. Maybe to make the run into the goal of Kazakh. Taken over perfectly by Bertrand Laulé. Just in defense. Try to open up. Another one with the back shot on the near side. Nicolas Pires. Back shot again by Benicio. Benicio perfectly taken, close to the boards, passing to Giro, fighting with the ball, turning the direction a little bit into the goal, and is crossing the 60-yard line. Under pressure again, it's Thomas Ferrari on the side, but Giro there, still with the ball, open it up, meter by meter, and back shot on the left side, perfectly taken by Thomas Ferrari. Thomas and Sebastian, not happy about that, wanted to start his run. Sebastian Agutant couldn't get hold of it. At the moment he was close to the ball and hit the ball, he heard a whistle and will be a free hit taken from the spot in favor of Le Magdalene. So watch out. It's not far away. It's around 70 yards, more or less. 62, 63 meters, something like this. Not far away. Everybody in the red team shirt by Kazakh knows. Watch out now. Giro. Hardest hitter in town. Giro is rolling, going exactly in the direction of the goal. Can you believe? Flat out into the goal. But wait a second. Wait a second. Yeah, it was a whistle before, and then after this, the bell. But it's final. It's decided. It's concluded. The goal counts. Finally, it's the 12th goal in the last seconds of Magdalene. Gero scored another goal. 8 goals in this match. So record. And we don't have this title, but we give it to him. It was man of the match. Gero de Carril is unbelievable, and he made it come through even with the last goal. That this is a victory to the Magdalene by 1 goal. They won against the champion from last year, and the cup holder is a team they keep of Kazakh Polo team. And they don't have to be sad, because even with 1 loss you can go through the final round, because in 4 groups with 4 teams, the top 2 teams, they will enter the final group. And as you see on the statistics, it was a close game all the time. The Magdalene, they were strong in the first chukker. They were leading by 1 goal, then by 2 goals in the second chukker. They kept it on in the third chukker, the difference of 2 goals, 8-6. And then there was a chukker, the fourth chukker, number 4, to Kazakh. They came in closer and they tried the equalizer. They did it. And finally it was 11-11 all until the last seconds of the 5th chukker. And finally, with a great drive by Gero, he made a fantastic goal. And that concludes the final and official results, 12-11. You will see the goals of this match, of course, by pololine.tv. After all matches, the team is very quick by Polo Line, and they collected all the goals. You see the runs, the fantastic goals, outstanding, and the perfect free hits, great runs, and unbelievable speed. And so you see, and maybe you learned a little bit how you do it when you're playing a tournament, and how cool. And this was a close game, a very good game, an excellent game. We enjoyed very much here in La Magdalene this match, and a lot of goals. 23 goals were scored, so some nice goals for you just to watch. And we would see in the statistics, it's quite important, not only for the expert. You can see how many fouls and how many penalties were scored. That's quite important to see, and to see how important are the situation. And therefore we do have with pololine.tv, especially after each match, the statistic, and that shows exactly the final score of, first of all, it's Le Magdalene, it's 12, it's concluded, it's officially, everybody agreed from the official side, and Kazakh, it's 11. That was the last goal then, it's so important. So if you see the field goals were on the side, of course, of Le Magdalene, it's 8 goals. On Kazakh side, there were 5. Throw-in wins, there were even more also on Magdalene. And the fouls were taken in Magdalene, 10. And on the other side, only 8. And Kazakh, they scored 6 out of 6, so they're very good in this. And that was important to come closer. And on this other side, there's only 1 miss, so it's also a high quality of that. There was no corner and no yellow cards. It was a quite fair game. Of course, nothing serious happened. All horses are fine, players are fine. And you, I think, you do the same. We are in preparation for the next one. It will be on the second ground here in Magdalene, and we will have it against the Saint Mesme polo team, playing the second match in their group against Animales, and that will take place exactly at 1500 at 3 o'clock. We are back in color in highest quality, and we'll transmit live and just for you, pololine.tv. The next match at 1500, 3 o'clock. So stay tuned, and thank you very much for your audience. And the last picture with our partners. Without them, we can't do this. Thank you very much.